Lesson number 5, Ukulengs. We talked about a window, a computer screen, or a TV screen, and a house made out of squares, mainly. There's a few other lines. What I've noticed in my previous videos, they are getting longer and longer. So we are going to try to keep this video at 5 minutes so that it could be retaught very easily. But I want to add shadows to these shapes. I know I talked about another shape, but we're going to have to get to that in another lesson. I would like to add 3-dimensional shape to these squares that we have created so that they look more real. Of course, the window would have to be on a surface, like inside a brick building. So I've created faintly, you might be able to see those, bricks all around the window so that you can see where the cast shadow is going to be. Of course, if your light source is from this direction, your cast shadow would be the opposite. But in this case, we're going to cause the cast shadow to be to your right and higher. So, the light source is to your right and higher. So now we are going to allow that to shine on our window from the outside of the building, and we're going to put our shadows in. Remember that the shadows are created because of a light source, and that's what we can do to make them 3D. First of all, inside this window, we're going to have a shadow coming down from that same angle as the light source inside the window, right there. We are also going to have one from an angle from the light source, and I'm going to use the side of my chalk. You can use your pencil several times. You can go back and forth with your pencil, or you can use the side of your pencil. Underneath the window, we're going to have a shadow. And on this side of your window, you will have a shadow because the sun or the light source would be from here. Inside, if this is sticking out, which we're going to assume it is, the inside pane or board of the window, then you would also have a small shadow on the left side of this window pane. There you're going to create your 3-dimensional figure. Over here are bricks that I'm not going to color in right now. Now let's look at this TV screen, but we're going to have our light source, or the computer screen, TV screen. We're going to have our light source from a different direction. Our light source is going to come in front of the screen from the left. So as it shines on the screen, where is our shadow going to be? Think if you have a wall behind the screen, the cast shadow is going to land on the wall. So we are going to draw that same square, only the part that we see behind, with gesture drawing, forward, backward, forward, forward, backward, forward, forward, backward, forward, forward, backward, forward. And then we can fill in this shadow behind the screen as it casts its shadow on the wall. Also, if you're going to have the light source from here, it's going to reflect on the screen, and there's going to be a small shadow on this side of your base to your computer screen. That creates your 3-dimensional look. Now let's look at the house. This one's pretty easy. If you have your light source coming from the direct left, not up high, but from the direct left, you're going to have a shadow on the inside of the eaves of your roof, a shadow here because it's recessed, and also on this side of the house, of the roof, you're going to have a shadow, and here you're going to have a shadow. Now that's just on the building. The cast shadow would be on the ground beside the building, and that cast shadow is going to be pretty much, if it's directly this way, the same size as your wall and the same angles that you see in your wall. So this angle is going to extend. This one will be parallel. This angle will extend this way. Now we might see a little bit of a shadow on the right side of the door if it recesses, and the right side of the windows because your light source is from the left. I hope that helps you. Now, Imelda and my orphans in Africa, you may just want to work with the object first. The older kids may want to add the shadows to create more of a three-dimensional object. So squares are finished, and we will start on our next shape, maybe rectangles, in the next lesson. Bye-bye.